That's like saying, hey man, I'm afraid that I would have a heart attack by walking from my bedroom to the fridge.
Yo,
I fear that every time I get up.
Me too. I feel that. I feel that hard.
On an emotional level, I understand.
That's not good. That's not good.
It's never been good.
Listen,
I never said it
man,
was good.
damn diabetes. And that's the start of our podcast.
Yeah, welcome back, y'all. We're here
It's been a
again.
long time.
I know. Yeah,
not
because I had to
from-
make you shit in the bed.
Not from Electron, right? Both times we had 2 episodes, but the audio was fucked. There was no way.
Wait, 2 or 3 we had before?
There was 2.
One with Kev and then one with us, and then they both got fried somehow, and
Correct.
then
yes.
and then you pooped a baby. Alex got into his busy period, and
We
I had
never
a
saw
change
each other
of
again.
job locations.
You got fucked.
I'm still fucked. Who are we kidding?
You got my guy.
And then
I'm surprised
Digimon.
you're here.
What are you talking about? I'm just juggling 4 different things. It's fine.
Sounds kind of fucking shitty, eh, bud?
You know what? A little bit, but we're here. RB01 helped me a little bit. So,
Oh wait, how so? What were you looking for in RB1?
Everything.
SPmons, hover SPs. For those who don't know, this is all for Machinedramon, and it has actually helped with the overall synergy of the deck, with the exception of Mirage. Mirage still sucks. Mirage is evil.
Actually, I think you're wrong. I played that matchup last Thursday. Me playing Machine into a Mirage player. It was fine. It's
It's
It was
great if
fine.
you get it.
okay. It's not a winning matchup for Machinedramon, but the minute the game starts, Mirage Gagwan's on the clock.
Wait, why?
Because the second I get my stack up, they're kind of fucked.
Mm,
Because think right, they only have effectively 9 or 10 tamers, and only 4 of them are 4 cost. Everything else I can pop whenever I want. So that's one issue. And the second is they can only screw me over if my hand size is above 8, which I can manipulate by hard playing EX1 Machinedramon. And then as long as I think every Machinedramon player now, because Mirage Gagwan is a thing, they've swapped their eggs. So when you tuck something under, you don't automatically draw. You only draw when you attack.
Yeah, now it's the other Dory, or you've got the odd person playing the Tumblemon.
Correct.
honestly, I don't play Machinedramon properly enough to know. I play that stupid purple version.
It's really not stupid. In fact, you get support BT13.
True,
I mean,
but at the
they
same
have
time,
to.
I just don't know how to
After
play the deck.
they have to get some support.
You get rare mons. Actually, I get rare mons too because they're wonderful. And then if you want to play that huge Skullduggery, you play 4 of the Security Dorus and 4 Pride Mem boosts.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Pride
Let's
Mills
see.
cheats out Raremon. Raremon is both purple, black, and counts as a cyborg in the trash.
Factual.
Has a decent inheritable and on play.
I don't know. I just don't like to play decks conventionally, as you can tell with my Black Ward. With the Black Ward deck I play in Millith, I don't really like to play decks that everyone's already playing. I hate mirror matches, that's why. So, playing Machinedramon, but in a weird build, just feels nice. It's really fun. Don't win.
Just to point out, because, one of the episodes that we recorded and didn't put out was when Alex won regionals, regional champion Alex MahKY. I just want to explain that what he's trying to say right now is that because his brain is just different. He's just built different.
Shut the
So that's why he plays decks differently. And that's why he wins regionals.
Oh my god, I'm gonna end. Dude, where did this come from? This fucking. Holy
Listen,
shit!
we didn't get to officially do it before because shit hit the fans. Now we're doing it now.
Goddamn, bro, there was a whole thing that Kiki won recently. What do you mean? I'm old news.
Yeah, and we'll celebrate him as well. But Kiki, we always knew he was a great player. Like, you heard from his mouth, right? I'm paraphrasing. Maybe 100% paraphrase, maybe, none of his paraphrase at all. But he even said that the only reason why he plays, Old Force is because he needs to feel a challenge by playing these tier 2, tier 3 decks in big tournaments.
Damn, this guy, bro. I don't think that's what he said at all. I'm like 90% sure that's not what he said. But yeah, that was a while back, eh? That was July. Holy shit. July was when I won. And that was the last time we attempted to record something.
It's true.
That was a really long time ago.
Oh, you want to tell everyone about the special chat that you regional champs have?
No, it's not. It's a chat that we went to Gen Con. We went to Gen Con. And then after, it just happened that all of us, at first it was just like Spursy. So in the chat it's Spursy, Gene, Kiki, and I. And we were going to Gen Con, that's why there's a chat. Okay, at first it was only him that had a regional win. We were all followers at that point. And it just happened that like Gene won, then I won, and then now Kiki won. So now all of us have a regional win. That's just coincidence. That's all it is, this fucking guy. He's trying to make it sound like just an exclusive club.
I mean, it may as well be. You've all won.
No, it was coincidence. It's purely coincidence.
It's just coincidence that you have a group chat of winners. It's okay. Just accept it. Just accept it. Listen, man, I dream of one day being able to win something. I dream. You will. But you know what? It's fine. I'll try with Galacticmon when we finally get that Destromon promo, whenever the hell that is.
Will that
I'll try
make the deck work better? I actually don't know what a Galacticmon does.
It's just a really hard wall to move.
Unless you're yellow.
Unless you're yellow, yeah.
Or you
or you DD. Okay, yes, there's a lot of ways. This is why it'll never be a tier 1 deck. I play black. That doesn't mean it's tier 1. We had a tier 1 deck for like 1 month, and then like whoa. Doru Gray, sit on the bench.
Dude, I have Galacticmon too. I wanted to do good, alright? But it doesn't. Do you know why I wanted to do good? Because when I bought my 4 boxes of BT, I think it was 11 or some shit, I wanted to get Rinas to sell. I didn't. I got all fucking Galactimons, alright?
What are you talking about?
You pulled the
all your
Mastimon.
Galacticmons.
No, he pulled the Mastimon. He can't not talk. He pulled the Mastimon, the gold Mastimon.
Listen, you guys pull the money.
More.
Oh, that was a bad set for TJ though.
Which BT11?
I think so, right? What was it
bad
BT13?
bad in one sense, because BT13 was the set that made me cry, because I split a case with Shadow Gene and Dually, and I pulled nothing.
The two luckiest
You got to put some
people.
respect on it. That's regional champion, Shadow Gene.
Oh,
Or wait,
no.
was it Ultimate Cup champion?
No, it was regional champion.
Listen, he's a winner. That's all that matters. But anyways, yeah, cracking a case of them and then not pulling a single SR or Altart or anything, actually. I think my total value from cracking that case was like $150.
No. It wasn't $150.
Obviously,
It
that's
was like
over-exaggeration.
$250.
No. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you're right. It's a little bit closer. But like, I pulled no SRs. They pulled everything. I don't even think I pulled a pawn chessmon. Like, it was just that bad. Like, there was nothing salvageable from there. I was so upset I left.
Which pawn chessmon? The yellow black or the black yellow?
Yes.
Yes. Cool. Gotcha. Solid. Yes.
But yes. So, you know what? Hopefully, BT14's around the corner. 4 boxes. That way I can get placed out of every training. Because God knows everyone's going to be looking for that.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be the money card. I think trainings are going to be in high demand, and they're gonna come expensive.
High demand, but I don't know if it's going to be expensive, given every box gives you one of each color.
Yeah, but you have to think about it like this, though. Most decks are running 3 to 4. So
what price do you think they're going to land at? Day one.
I personally think $10 for training is a possibility. It's not out of the realm of possibility.
No, I can see it in the beginning being as high as $15-20, but that's what usually ends up happening.
Yeah.
They'll start really high, and then you give them a couple of weeks because everybody goes crazy for cracking boxes. Everyone has the surplus, and you can tell that was Bondi's intentions. Getting a full playset of each per box, like, you're gonna have surplus. Boxes, right. Stores usually crack 2 cases, so that's 24 of each one.
Day one, which training do you think is going to be the cheapest?
The
Black.
Yellow training. No, yellow training is going to be the cheapest. Right now, there's no deck that's really using yellow.
Name me a top tier black deck.
Black War can easily use it.
That's true.
The base you use.
Black base
can easily use that one, and that's like one of the most popular decks.
I might have to retract that statement just because I also remembered Brigadramon comes out in BT14.
Oh yeah, exactly. Waifu card.
Which that was an oversight on a waifu card. Maybe the
titty
Digitalis.
tax. It has titty tax.
Hold on. Can somebody quickly do a reference check to figure out how old that Digipolice girl is?
I never said it was my waifu.
Yeah.
I said it was a waifu tax.
Wait, he said.
Don't look at me like that, Amy. Don't look at me like that.
He said waifu tax on Brigadramon. Have you not seen the breastplate on Brigadramon?
Okay, we just went somewhere completely different.
What are you talking about? Sounds like we're always here the whole time.
Satsuki Tamahime. I'm sorry for butchering that, but I'm curious.
Wow, what a racist. I can't believe you didn't say it.
Listen, man, I'm whiter than snow, okay?
In the natural dialect. That's kind of fucked up, bud.
Yeah. I know. I'm sorry.
Wait.
No, they don't. They don't do it anymore. They don't give an age on
Exactly.
the wiki page.
So
Yeah, no
so,
shit.
So,
Because they
so
don't
the weird
want
people
another
can just
fucking
have
Emma
it.
Watson problem.
What's up?
No,
I'm
or-
not gonna ask it.
Well, do you guys remember that whole Rina issue that happened when they like printed the alt art for Rina and everyone was freaking out, and then everyone found out she was like what 13.
No, what happened?
Everyone thought she was 13.
Everyone found. Well, I don't know if she's like 13, but she's like horrendously underage. And I remember at locals, people were like freaking out about the art and how like cute or beautiful she looked, and they were calling her like waifu, and it was just really, really overall cringy. And it just became infinitely more funnier when somebody had Googled how old she was, and it was like really horribly underaged. And then I'm not going to give any names, but a particular individual who we all know tried to double down on it.
Was it Derek?
No, it was Jesus throwing people under the bus. No, it was not Derek. Hi, Derek.
Yo, that's messed up, man. Say his in-game name. Oh, please stop.
Okay, no, we gotta censor that. You
Okay,
can't be
okay.
throwing people under the fucking bus. God damn it.
Yeah, I really wish I could tell that story, but then again, everyone's gonna know his name. I
Bro,
really want to.
Dude, I'll censor. So it's like Derek beep. Here's fuck you.
You know what? I don't even think it's fair to even use the first name. I think this all needs to be censored.
I really,
That's
dude, I cannot believe they used my name like that for the Nats page. It's just, I cannot believe that is the name that was my last tournament that I played. So they used that name. That's crazy to me. That's and someone from Bandai literally just said, you know what? I'm gonna copy paste this. This makes sense.
I mean, they
Well,
allowed
I
my
feel-
name last year.
What was your name last year?
First name Cullen, last name Forsex.
Oh,
But
my
that's
God.
okay though. That's actually okay though. But this one fully was just like a whole phrase,
True, yours was
and it just had,
very
and it had "fuck you" in it. Like that's a very more on the nose, not like clever. It's literally just like, hey, this is it.
So
There's
here's the real question then, Alex. Why'd you choose it?
It was because he chose APMach Galgamon, and I wanted to choose something similar. I didn't think they're going to use that name. Let's be
Is it
honest.
similar, though?
Did you really think if you entered the tournament with Millith, you were going to come close to top 16? No!
You're right.
So-
If I
but
entered
you did.
with Millith Loop, I would not expect it. But if I was APMach, right, future regional champion.
Oh my
then
gosh,
yes, I
shut
think I would
up.
do it.
Future or past? Because
Well, at the time, right? Because he's asking back when he signed up.
When I
Oh, you know,
signed
that's
up,
fair.
I think when I signed up, I was basically between Beals and another deck. And then after, I was like, do you know what? I don't want to try so hard. Whatever. It's just an invite. I'll probably try to get it at Gen Con anyways. Because I like in IRL events better. So I said, you know what? I'll play Millith and we'll call it a day. And it just happened that, it's another round. I guess I'll keep going. And it just kept going. And eventually I'm just like, this is real now.
you know what? You did good.
Yeah.
Eh.
You know the great
But
thing
at
is,
least-
he did good there. And then afterwards, I think it was at CNE, he tried to steal someone's group and say, hey, do you know who I am? And
No,
I
it
wish
wasn't
I could.
CNE. It was
Oh, what was
Gen
it?
Con.
Oh.
No. No, okay.
Did you know?
We didn't tell the story yet though, but at Gen Con, I was playing against somebody and they
He was playing-
essentially
He was playing against a cute girl. All right, let's be clear.
No, it was just a girl. and then,
Ouch.
and then as the round went on, I think her boyfriend walked by.
Oh, this story.
And then after he was watching the game, and then at the end of game 1, I decked her out with Millith. And she said, I don't understand how your deck works. Can you guys hear Amy?
Only bits and pieces, like mumbles.
It's all right. She's making a cameo for today's podcast.
We can cut that part out, it's fine. So basically what happened was, he's like, you don't have to really worry about this deck. It's just like a meme deck that won a regional that no one was trying at. And I did not have a good comeback for that. So all I said was, yeah, you're right.
As one does. Yep.
As one says, yeah, I guess I just didn't fucking win anything, did I? Fuck me, right?
Do you know what you should respond back with when he said that?
Many
Jimmy
things.
looked at him and went, sheesh.
No, man. That's not what I should have responded with.
That's 100% what you should have done.
I should have been like... No, I'm joking. Cut that out. Cut that out. Cut that out. Cut that out, Andrew, man. Please do that.
Alright, fine.
We're off to a great start. We've already got 3 censorship warnings. My
I
God.
know. But yeah, that was a
good
really
drinking
funny
game.
time. Oh yeah, dude. But that was a good time. I do. If anyone were to do a road trip from Canada, I would suggest going to Gen Con. It's a good time. The tournament wasn't good. The whole entire con itself was very eye-opening in terms of like the amount of stuff that you can find, see, and like exclusive things. Covers so much nerd culture, and I think overall it's just a really great time. I really wish I could go every year.
How
To
about
be
you tell the
honest,
people how much it costed you to make the trip, round trip?
depending on how fast you booked it, I think overall I think it was like 250 to 300 for the hotel. We drove there. I think as a split cost about 200 to 350 as well. And then it just comes down to expenses. I don't know the full amount that I ended up spending, but I also came in with a lot of prize cards that I was trying to buy list as well. So that offset the cost by quite a good amount. And plus the OP regional, that was a moneymaker. Oh my god. I pulled a pudding card at the time was like 120 US, and then I pulled like a Nami Don, and that was also like 80 to 90 bucks. So I was able to sell that almost instantaneously to like either one of the stores or like one of the people there. So yeah, that was a lot of money I made back.
God damn.
Yeah. There's also a lot of Gen Con exclusive things too that you can sell as well. I think I sold some Neopets things, made some money off that, sold some mats.
Did you actually sell those?
I sold two sets. I sold 2 sets. I have 1 left. But I made essentially the first one I sold basically made back 2 of them, and then the second one was just all profit at that point.
God damn.
Yeah, it's exclusive stuff, right? I think people really want to experience and grab those things as a collector's item, especially because Neopets is such a child nostalgia thing. So I think it's also exclusive to Gen Con. So like you really can't get it anywhere else.
How many tournaments did you sign up to?
I signed up for 2 OP tournaments and 2 Digi because that's all that was available. It was one regional for Digi and one all. No, it was 2 regionals, I think. 2 regionals, yeah. So that was good. And I even talked to one of the Bandai tournament representatives, and he was able to escalate my winner pack issue that I had.
Oh.
So the champion set issue I had, which was great. They sent me a singular card instead of the set, so that was a scare.
That was hilarious.
That was not funny at all for me.
I know, for you, but for me, it was pretty funny.
Wow.
But yeah. Enough about me though. How about you two guys? How you guys been feeling about the game so far?
You want to go first, TJ?
You know what? Yeah, sure. Why not? How have I been feeling about the game? Let's see. At one point, I was a little bit triggered. I won't lie.
Yeah.
I think it was closer to like Alti Cups, where everyone kind of started to realize that Mirage Gauga was really good, and that was kind of like all you saw everywhere. And as a Machine Dramon player, the clock is just really fast. So if the longer it takes you to find that perfect hand or that perfect setup, the harder it is. I.e., no Chaos Dramon. Good luck.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I felt that when you were playing at the beginning of the format. There was that one night when you just told me to shut the fuck up because I kept saying, "You got this, TJ."
Oh my god. I've never been so upset about somebody being positive around me before. It was like, damn, man, I appreciate the positivity, but shut the fuck up. I need to figure out what the hell I'm doing wrong.
Yeah, that was so funny. I was like, "You got this." And you're like, "Shut up."
You're like, I got it. Fuck, let me figure out where I'm being stupid. But honestly, I can't even really, like, I can complain, sure. But on a valid, non-biased spectrum, there's a lot of decks in the format right now. What the hell was the in-person event we went to last? That was CNE, right?
Yeah,
like,
CNE was the big one. The last big event we had.
Playing in CNE, meeting a bunch of people who were like from the server, getting yet another huge group photo of like, what is it, like 40, 50 people?
Yeah, TMac was there too. TMacaroni. Thanks, guy.
I have now met Tev twice, and I have yet to actually meet TMac in person. Hi, guys. But yeah, I think when it comes down to it, like, I don't know if it's like a mental thing or whatnot, or just like, you know, a stroke of bad luck. When I play in events, oh man, I brick harder than like somebody who's been constipated for like weeks on end. I don't know what I'm trying to say with that. Figure it out. But like the game's healthy, despite, you know, the minor issues that people have with the game being like quote unquote Bondi's balancing act, or as a lot of people like to say, Bondi kind of trying to kill off Digimon to make One Piece better, which I don't think is the actual fact, but I understand why people think of that just because the overall popularity of the two games. Yeah, I don't know. The game's all right. RB1 when RB1 came out, I started playing Machine Dramon a little bit more because there really isn't much for me to play with. I couldn't really play Black or Gray because the Black structure decks weren't out, and for those who don't know, who are either new to the podcast or just don't know, I really only exclusively play Black decks, and that includes Black base. So while everyone's out there playing Koromons and Agumons that give all those pumps, I'm here playing EX4 Black Agumon that gives me a memory whenever I digivolve something else, which has been surprisingly effective. Now with the structure decks being released, now with RB1, it's kind of given me a new breath of fresh air.
Yeah, the new black base Black Lorg is pretty strong right now. A lot of pseudo ice wall effects.
It's very control heavy. It is, yes, ice wall in the sense of like, hey, I'm redirecting, gain memory. Or even as simple as like the SR Greymon that lets you play a Tire and Agumon from the hand or trash when it's hit in security. Like, it's all just passive tempo that doesn't require like additional hurdles. I'm looking forward to obviously BT14, which is in late November. Somebody can correct me on that.
I think on recording it was 3 weeks from now, maybe, or maybe the pre-release would be 2-ish or 2.5 weeks from now.
Yeah, I don't need too much from BT14, with the exception of maybe a couple of pre-release cards. Though with the new release of all these new reprint sets like Reboot, and we have LM that now seems to be showing a ton of beautiful reprints, I'm now finding myself stuck as to whether or not I really care for pre-releases. The stamps,
Yes.
I mean.
Yes,
Because
yes,
I
yes.
really only collected them for the fact that they were foil. But if they're just going to make a habit of printing, you know, reprint sets that are just exclusively foil cards, I don't know.
I don't think the stamp is what people really like, though. Like, it's an exclusive stamp,
I'm
so I
gonna be
do
honest.
think that. But
I despise the lettering. If someone from Bondi somehow listens to this shitty podcast that we do, it's not that bad. But yeah, if someone from Bondi listens, just change the bloody font. I would rather you do a Times New Roman font than whatever the hell you've got going on right now. It's just disgusting. It doesn't match the card. Give me some kind of like pixel art words that say pre-release. I'll be down for that. Give me something digital. Give me something that works with the art.
Yeah, or instead of, pre-release, you can say big PP.
Wow. Okay. No.
I don't even know where that came from.
I'm going.
What compelled you to say that? What compelled you to say?
Why not just
say that as big BP?
So why not just say something like, "Yeah, I'm a whale," like on the card instead of big PP? How do you
Essentially, you're saying that. Because like, if you make a deck that's full foil with like limited cards that no one else can get, that's pretty much what you're saying. I got a bigger PP than you.
No, man, that's just whaling. On a side note, it has now been brought to my attention for the 4th time that apparently I am known in other, like, region discords as the whale.
But you only collect black alts. I don't understand how it's the whale.
I don't know. Apparently it's a common thing where it's like somebody posts a black card and they're like, yeah, go find Mr. Wares. And I'm like, I don't know how to feel about this. On the one end, wow, it makes finding cards so much easier. On the other end, do I really want to be known as the whale?
I don't think so. It's easy to be exploited.
Oh wait, does that mean Alicia is your Moby Dick?
I beg your pardon?
If you're the whale, right? If you're the whale and she caught you, then does that make her Moby Dick? Oh wait,
hold on. Moby Dick's the whale. I'm not gonna say it. I almost said the gamer word.
My bad. I thought he was Moby Dick was a sailor. My bad.
I'm so thrown off right now.
I was like, this guy's making no sense. He almost made me break.
Dude, did you even read the book?
No.
That explains a lot.
So why?
He made a blind reference and he got caught. It's fine.
I do this on a regular basis. That's how I fit in with people at work, alright? I hear things and I just use it in what I think makes sense.
I can't even argue with you. I just scream random noises. But yeah, coming back to on topic, to kind of just conclude up what I'm saying, I will admit BT13 did feel like it had an almost similar dry period to, I think it was BT5, which was the Lord Knight Nidhogg meta.
Oh my god, so long.
Where it was like, sure, there were other decks in the meta that you could play, but if you were playing competitively, you were really only seeing maybe 3 decks tops. Even BT9 had a similar situation where it was just pure OTK, and if you weren't playing OTK, you weren't winning.
Or you play SetCon.
Or you're playing SetCon, because you enjoy...
Sit?
Reaper was a thing for quite a while.
Oh yeah, Reaper was still a thing, yeah.
Yeah,
Reaper's one of those decks.
I think BT9 was kind of fine. There was enough diversity.
I feel like Reaper's one of those decks that perpetually remains under the radar, and it's like people know about it. It's like the most cost-efficient deck you can possibly make, but nobody thinks that they're going to verse a Reaper in any form of tournament.
I don't know why it fell off. I feel the deck was very memory efficient.
I'll tell you why. Raid.
But that's one deck, really.
One deck that's very popular.
Yeah, I guess. But like now I've seen a lot of War Greys moving towards the Black War Grey rather than Raid Grey anymore. Because like there's more versatility with that.
Well, if we're looking at it,
even if they do that, they're also running potentially the Metal Greymouth D-Digivolts and attack unsuspended.
well, if we're looking at it based on current meta, there's actually quite a few decks that just let you attack unsuspended Digimon.
Is
Like
there
it's
now?
it's just a very like. Think about it. We're gonna see a lot more Jessmon once. Has the ban
Yeah.
list been changed for us yet,
No.
or is it
Nope,
still?
November?
Basically,
So-
BT14 is when it's coming out. the
Yeah.
ban
Okay.
list.
So come BT14, when we finally get that ban list, we're gonna see a metric boatload of Jessmon players, which all have that wonderful inherent effect of being able to attack unsuspended Digimon. Black War Grey can still attack unsuspended. Machinedramon attacks unsuspended. I'm trying to think of anything in green. Nothing's
Green is
coming
just-
to mind.
Green's just naturally suspended, so it's really hard to find a deck. Like, why would you give green attack unsuspended when you can already suspend everything, right?
Yeah. Oh, the other factor is that green hits for like a bunch of times. You got like 2 Bloom Lords on the board. The cost efficiency of that deck is like the best it's ever been.
Yeah, if you can't out the stack turn, basically when it comes out, the next turn is gonna be buttholes. It's gonna be bad.
I'm trying to think. Purple has a bunch of different mechanics that they don't really care about your board. But then again, purple also can't really answer a lot of D Reaper-esque stuff because D Reaper has no levels.
Correct.
Yup.
Like, I think all purple can really do is take advantage of Psychmon and then delete it on their turn when they need to use it. They need to like drop on plays or reduce on
Yeah.
plays.
Speaking of ban list, poor purple players.
Yeah, scatter mode was innocent, but I do see why they hit it. But it was innocent. I refuse to believe.
It's all Apocalypse Mon's fault.
Speaking of ban list, I watched a video today on YouTube by APS Amplifier about this, and he made I think he made a very interesting point, which was, so he's, at least I know him from making Yu-Gi-Oh videos, right? So apparently what he said was, in Yu-Gi-Oh there's a substantial amount of the player base that wishes that Konami would fuse the OCG and TCG ban list, so it'd be the same.
Mhm.
However, now that he's been playing Digimon for quite a while, he realizes that those community members are fucking retarded. I'll censor that, yes. Because he realized that as he's playing and seeing cards get banned before he even gets to touch it because of what happened in the OCG, it just makes him hate the game. Or at least not enjoy the game as much.
Wait, okay, so what you're saying is that he wants them to combine ban lists.
No, so Yu-Gi-Oh players, there's a base that wants to combine the Japanese and English ban list for Yu-Gi-Oh. However,
Yep.
this guy, since he plays Digimon as well, he realized that those Yu-Gi-Oh players have no idea what the hell they want, alright? It's actually not good. He wishes that Digimon would also have a separate ban list, one for Japan and one for English.
What you mean Yu-Gi-Oh?
For
Or
Digimon.
Digimon does? Oh, I see what you mean.
We
I
don't
see
have
what
a
you mean.
different one. We have a
Time.
we just have a delayed ban list. Yeah. I can see where they're coming from in that regard, just because Japan is best of 1, whereas we're best of 3. So the deck orientations for what's considered a problem child there isn't always going to be the same as what's considered a problem child here.
Well, the thing is, even the timing is not always accurate. I think the Greymon X ban list was timed differently between us and Japan. However, for the training, the upcoming ban list where MahKY gets hit, it's the same timing for both us and Japan.
What do you think about that? Those hits, aside from the purple ones, I find the purple ones, Gabumon makes sense. I think the deletion Gabumon does not make sense. And I think scatter mode is 50-50. Graceful Charity is not good to have, but at the same time, losing your stack on turn 2 isn't very efficient. But yeah, the purple one is like fair enough. What do you think about that Geo Grey getting hit?
Oh, it's perfectly fine. Like, I talk shit, but it was a smart hit.
That one needed to happen, if for no other reason than for the simple fact of it's not solely used in one deck. It's basically being used in like every single yellow deck, just for the fact of, hey, cheat out a yellow or red tamer from security. That's it. It's not limited to, hey, find a Marcus. It's just, here's a tamer.
It seems like Bandai is getting away from the staples, like color staples. They see this Geo Grey that seems like it could be moving towards a yellow staple, and then they see scatter mode, which looks like another purple staple, and they're trying to preemptively stop staple cards from happening. Do you think that's a smart move, or do you think it's gonna really screw up? Like, it's gonna make deck teching and like creating decks very linear.
See, a part of me is like, it feels kind of lazy because the English format gets shot for decks that aren't even out yet. And to give you an example, a lot of the purple cards really got shot because of Future Melga, Apocalypse, and I guess to a lesser degree Leviamon. Because I know Apocalypse right now is running absolute rampant in Japan format. That was a level 7 that was just, I don't know how well thought out it was. Being able to default mill 8 at the end of your opponent's turn and only having to pay 3 for it as fast as like turn 2 is kind of ridiculous.
I think, yeah, you're right.
It just sucks that we're getting shot for decks that either aren't officially out yet, or decks that are getting shot before we can even really understand the reasoning behind it.
I think the hits are fair though. Like,
they're fair.
Do you really want to experience Apocalypse like that?
No, absolutely not. But
yeah,
the unfortunate factor is with any game where you start to give freedom to deck selection is that people tend to stray away from intended use. Like, as an example, Apocalypse Mon has a bunch of ultimates and has a line of each color that pertains to specifically the Dark Masters. But why would I play that when it's so much quicker to play it the unconventional way? Conventional in this case being way not intended. Ragnarlord's another perfect example. Why would I go ahead and play all these structure deck cards when I can play 1 or 2 copies of Ragnarlord in a Dorbic deck, or in a Machinedramon deck, or in a Black or Greymon deck?
I understand what you mean, but the way I see it is this, right? It's not... I would not blame the players for building things unconventionally. At the end of the day, I put this solely on Bandai's dev team for not seeing this, because it doesn't matter what game you play, players will always try to test the limits of the game and then try to break it. Like, the best example I can really give is, like, look at the speedrun community for speedrunning games, right? They will go out of their way to find ways to break the game and abuse it. And I think that's going to be the same thing when it comes to any type of TCG as well. They're going to there will be some players that are just naturally better are willing to spend the time to deck theory these synergies, these combinations, and then go into WoW and just wreak havoc.
It's hard though, because like, think about it. No matter how big the team is, how can you anticipate these kind of weird situations happening? Like, I understand that everyone does blame the dev team for this thing happening. I don't know. I just feel like players are just willing to just find ways to break things. I think people would.
I can tell you how. Okay, I can tell you how.
Go for it.
The issue comes down to the dev team doesn't, at least I believe, right, based off how this happened, the dev team does not play the game. They do not play Digimon. And before, back in the day, I would think that, like, that doesn't matter. Just do your job and that's it. However, when it comes to gaming, if you work in the gaming industry, you do need to know. Because I know I did an interview for, I think it was the app game Words with Friends. And during the interview process, everyone always asks, like, oh, do you play our game, right? And they will ask, interview question will revolve around, like, okay, well, what do you like about the game, right? They'll ask you about the features and whatnot so you understand. And the reason why is because as you're making new things, right, you should always be thinking about what the consumer is going to see or how they're going to use it. And so a very good example of, I guess this would fit under what you would think in terms of, like, oh, how would the dev know? Right? How could they even foresee this? Whereas I would say, of course you would foresee this. If I was working on the team, I would foresee this 100%, because the difference is what happened was this, right? What they caught was there were people playing Words of Friends that would would make a new account with the username, what's called, I think it's like CP, Words with Friends bot. And then they would when they play against other players, they would lure the opponent to think that, oh, it's just a stupid bot, I can play whatever. And they would just wreck them and ruin the other person's experience because they're potentially new to the game. So the dev team, under what you're saying, Alex, would say, how would they know? How would they foresee this? Whereas I would say, yeah, of course I foresee this. I was a natural born griefer. Of course I would see this shit. It's something I would do. Alex,
personally,
I don't understand anything.
Personally, I in that regard, I feel like, the dev team can't catch everything. Like you can't expect them to fully grasp how the extent of how relevant a card is going to be in every single deck. You're always gonna have instances, and not only just Digimon and other card games. Like in Magic the Gathering, there was a card called Otrimi that was so immensely overpowered in Standard that the game banned the card before it even was printed. So card hadn't even officially come out yet, and they decided we need to ban this because they didn't really realize how overpowered the card was going to be until they were doing the play testing of the card, even after it's been spoiled.
Wait, what? How's that makes? Wait, hold up.
So from the way I can remember is the card was spoiled in a set, and certain people were granted, the whole testers and whatnot, they were granted access to the card early for the Standard format. So they were play tested and asked to give their response on what they felt of the card. And the card was horrendously broken. It was busted. And as far as they were concerned, they're like, yeah, we want to bring out a really good card. What they hadn't banked on was the fact that it was so broken that they had to ban it to preemptively save this format before it came out. So with that, and this is Wizards of the Coast, which I know a lot of people now argue that they're very cash grab focused. Need to focus on the buck, even though that's always been the case. It's always money focused. But now there's this whole joke about how it might be slipping a little bit here and there. Similar to that, I feel like when Digimon prints cards, they are printing cards with the mindset of, let's focus it on this, unaware of when they forget to put certain specifics, i.e. GeoGreymon failing to put Marcus in the name rather than just saying a yellow or red tamer. If they had put Marcus in, that card would be hella balanced.
No, I disagree.
No, you know what? But hear me out, because I can go ahead, search out a Marcus Damon, which is fine, or I can go ahead, look through my security, pull out a TK, use the TK effect, pull out another card, and now I've just gone ahead and I've got a memory setter and +1 to hand and refreshed my security with a possible another security bomb.
No, the reason why I'm saying I disagree is because, at least I don't know about Alex, but the reason why I agree that GeoGram was a good hit was because, one, its utility in other yellow decks, either it be the Angemon or Vaccine Angemon coming up, or the resurgence of Yellow Hybrid in the far future, as well as hitting Shine Greymon. But at the end of the day, Shine Greymon needed to be hit. Greymon was just one shot, hitting 3 birds with 1 stone. Because if
does Shine Grey need to be hit?
It's hard to say because our locals don't. There's no one that plays Shine Grey.
But other locals that I've played at, the Shine Greys do well. But I play the deck a few times now, and there are times where I'm just like, I hate this deck so much.
Yeah, but you're a Secon player, so I know your strengths and weaknesses.
Coming from you?
Yeah.
coming from you?
Alright. Alright. Here's a better analogy, right? Can you imagine how well Kiki would place in tournaments if he chose to take off his restraints and play Shine Greymon that he loves so much?
He'd lose.
I don't think so.
I know. Okay. I think in the right hands, yes, Shine Grey is pretty helmet in terms of it has its one way of doing things. No matter how you do your combo, you're always getting so much value. And the 4s and 5s basically let you the 4s and 5s give you so much value that even if you lose your stack, you're basically ready to go instantly again. So I do understand why people called for it to be banned, but I don't see it hyper translating right now. Maybe because people are bored of the deck, but I don't see it translating into wins. At least not regional wins. I'm seeing it. It is topping for sure. You're not going to see a regional where it's not topping. But I don't think it's as broken as people have made it out to be. And the tournament results kind of show that as well. Or maybe they're just all playing each other and just eliminating each other, and then after just getting bad rolls afterwards. I don't know. But so far from what I've seen, it doesn't feel like the deck needed to be hit. But I think that if they were to hit the deck without killing the deck, that GeoGrey was a smart hit for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's just me though. I think the deck is it's like Beelzemon. When Beelzemon came out, everyone's like, "Yo, fuck, kill this deck now, please." And then after Beelzemon didn't translate too hard to wins after they limited 1 card, didn't kill the deck, but didn't translate the same way anymore. Which is what I'm going to see.
The consistency got lowered.
Mm-hmm. And I think this is going to also... Yeah, what's up?
No, I was just going to throw in a little shot here. Can I just point out that both decks in question here have given me the least amount of resistance?
That's true.
Yeah.
Can you know what? We're talking about it, and then it just like the whole topic of like underdogs that hard counter meta decks keeps popping up in my head, and it's just like, you know what? I remember playing Mashildramon against Beals. Beals is like, let me pop off. Iron Wall, no thank you. Shine Greymon, here, let me negative like 16k you. Yeah, about that, no. Mind you, they have like burst mode to speed things along, but for the most part, Machine don't care. Just felt like throwing that in there. Sorry.
No, I get that. It's just like, I think you tend to be really good against the best decks, but then you tend to just not do well against the secondary ones. The ones that are like the second brother to tier 1 deck. And you're just like, ah, shit.
Or like,
am I losing to the younger brothers?
Or like you said earlier in the podcast, he goes to regionals and then he just bricks, and then he's like, "Well, I guess I just don't get to play."
Dude, I think I'm cursed, honestly. Yeah, because C&E, like, losing hard first round against Beelzemon, where I really should have had, like... I should have had the board state dominancy there. Couldn't find a Mega. Then I couldn't find an Ultimate. I had 8 rookies in the deck, drew all 8 rookies, and that was the game.
Bad juju. The deck had bad juju.
Just that's all it is. You know what? It doesn't matter how, cocky or confident you are. Sometimes the RNG factor just gets you.
Yeah.
Did you try visualizing the level 4 or the level 6 before the game started?
Oh my god, dude. I did everything under the sun. I even had on replay in my mind Alex's, like, motivational talk.
What?
Still ate shit. I still ate shit.
What the fuck? Yeah. Well, it is a hard luck factor. Like, Gene can really attest to that C&E tournament because he brought Beals, which is what he won regionals with, and he literally I don't think he ever digivolved into Beals. Like, he just never got the line. By the time he got some part of the line, he was already dead. Like, he had a bad time at C&E. So, like, RNG is heavy in this game, which is, like, same with every card game, right? So that's why it's like, sometimes when you win, it's just, you just saw it, man. You shuffled your deck just right, apparently, to get to that part much earlier than your opponent. That's it. Or they cut your deck and it gave you the right spot where you just needed it to be cut. Yeah, luck is such a huge factor in this game. And I don't know, that's why I kind of like it.
Andrew, how did you feel about because we've been away for a bit and we never really got around to you. What did you think of the Digimon for, BT13 till now?
Honestly, I don't know how much weight my thoughts on the BT13 and Resurgent Boost meta is, because I was not allowed to go to Locust for a while because Amanda...
Because you're a bitch.
Because Amanda had to give birth to a baby, and then also had to go in for surgery afterwards. So selfish.
Ew.
Like, what the fuck?
Ew, oh my god.
Jesus,
dude. That's so horrible. Oh,
That's
you can't play card games because of that? Ugh.
Man becomes a father and complains that he can't play cards.
Yeah.
Could be me.
I was able to, play Locust for 2 weeks, and then, oh my god, her...
Oh my god, we're cutting this part. God damn.
That needs to be cut because it doesn't matter.
I knew what you said, where it was going, and I'm like, that's cutting. We're cutting this immediately.
Dude, it does not matter how much leniency the community gives us. You cannot say shit like that and expect people to be like, okay, he's still totally normal. Like, dude, have some fucking restraint. Holy
God
fuck.
damn it, Andrew. I knew it right when this guy's like, oh my god. And then I was like, no, we're cutting it. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Jesus, man, that wasn't even 0 to 100. That was 0 to flatline.
Alright, but anyways, so, based on your opinion, what do you think, man? How's it been since you've been back?
Boring. I don't think there's anything toxic about it, because there's no clear tier 1 deck that I'm seeing at the times I was there. And even the weeks I couldn't go to locals, I would ask around, like, oh, who topped, right? What deck topped? And it was always like a different deck or something like that. So I think the issue that most people are feeling is that they're just bored. There's nothing that's getting them excited for the game. I know for me, if I was a crossheart player, I'd be quite excited because one reason or another, I think mostly because Machinimons are afraid of Mirage Galgons out in the field. They're not around anymore, so they're running rampant again, at least at our locals. So, yeah, and that makes life hard for me when I try to play Black War Greymon.
I think it's because the top decks are all OTK decks. That's why it's boring. It's like, you basically draw your card, put your opponent to whatever, and say, do you have it? And then they say, no. They do their turn, they put you to 3 or whatever the hell, and then they ask you, do you have it? And then you say no. And it's just constantly back and forth like that. Until somebody says, I got it. And then you say, it is what it is. I hope there's a bomb in there. And call it a day. That's the problem, I think, with this meta right now. There is no control deck. It's just, alright, Shine Gray, swing, Digivolve, swing, burst, trash one, swing, swing with the Shine, and lose the game. Mirage Gal, draw a billion, bottom deck a billion, draw a card, bottom deck, draw a card, bottom deck, you lose. Belf, shit, man, I have 6 cards in my hand. I guess you lose. Like, that's how it feels like with this meta right now.
Hopefully BT14 will give us some resurgence. For sure, Fenrir Luga is going to have some reshaping effect.
Will it do good, or is it just going to be popular? That's the issue that I have with Fenrir Luga.
So the fact is, you have effectively 13 memory before your opponent gets the turn. Like, that factor alone is already mechanic changing for the overall of Digimon. For sure, it will be a popular deck. I want to say it'll be a really strong deck, but with the alteration of Eismon, I'm not too sure in that regard, because I believe that deck still ran Eismon.
Did it? I don't
remember. Honestly, I really can't remember. I think it did. If somebody could, like, throw us some, like, I don't know, deck list just for a better idea. I'm not a purple player. That's Shadow Jean's job. I play black. Or that's Alex's job, too. Plays purple. I just look pretty. But, yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a very strong deck. War Greymon is going to be pretty cracked. BT13 Melga is going to be cracked.
Oh my god. Fuck that Melga deck. Holy shit. I was testing with my brother. It's ridiculous.
You can't Digivolve when you're suspended, or you just can't suspend, right?
No. So you can't suspend.
Yeah, that's kind of buttholes.
And it's unconditional. You just go into the BT15 Melga, 3 cards, Tamers or Digimon, cannot unsuspend, and it has natural evade.
Just DP minus it, bro.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm going back to second.
It's so simple, bro. Just DP minus it.
What do you mean going back to SetCon? When did you leave SetCon?
He hasn't played SetCon so long. It's because we have 2 players that play Crossheart and or Red Hybrid, and he's too much of a pussy to play fucking SetCon.
Yeah, don't shit, because I am what I eat.
Shut the hell up to stop.
My god. Like, yo, we can't make 15 minutes without saying something racy, over the top, or just overall what the fuck.
I think SetCon will come back next set. I think
it'll come back a little bit, and then I think it will go away again, because people are going to realize, no, we can't stand for this. I guess I'll have to tech and shit, slow down my deck just to fuck them over.
But the thing is, then they lose the decks that don't tech for SetCon. Because you have to admit, SetCon inevitably is a luck-based deck. In a way, it's like, do I have enough bombs to get rid of you? So it's like, I don't see it really winning. And
I don't think it's luck-based deck. No, the way I see it is that it is a deck that keeps players honest. Because I think about back in, like, the BT9 meta, when Grandis was everywhere. Grandis could still win, but they have to play Red Tie and Delicate Plant. And if SetCon went away, guess what? Grandis players will just stop being honest, and they'll just run pure speed. Nothing to, get rid of that stuff. They don't give a shit about security bombs. But with security control, no, you have to play honest.
Well, okay.
Wow, that was... ...
I know, but I think the Grandises that did run the tie package with ADP, I was very inconsistent. Yes, it's a possibility you can get them, but I ran to Grandises that ran the ADP package, and they would either bottom deck their ADP or just not find the Tamer in time to do it, and they can't wait forever, right? So they just go in. In all honesty, it's like, you can tech for these for SetCon, but will it work? Will you get to far enough in the tournament because of these extra cards? Because, like, you're gonna lose, like, a bit more of your engine now? I always thought it was never worth it. In my opinion, that's why. I think your brother did tech for that too, right?
Yeah, and I have not won a match against him.
Well, do you know what? Skill diff.
Probably.
But yeah, I think BT14 is going to be breath of fresh air because of now we're on Yu-Gi-Oh timing now.
Is like, okay? What in BT14 do you think is going to make it breath of fresh air?
Magna, just counters. You can level 5 counter Digivolves. Blast Digivolving.
Okay. I was talking to Vo about this after Hey Noodle on Thursday, which is, are those level 5 aces even going to make that big of a difference, seeing as the trigger for those hand traps require your opponent to declare an attack? Because the majority of effects that are disruptive right now are when digivolving. So think about stuff like, let's say, because I play Black Warrior so much, I'm just familiar with it. I push at level 4, digivolve into level 5 Metal Greymon, right? And I digivolve you. Well, ace is done, right? Or you digivolve into a level 6, when digivolve to like remove the Digimon or something like that, same thing, right? Another issue gone.
Okay, no, I do understand that they are easy to remove because level 4s have been. Before it was level 3s that were easy to remove. Level 4s are a bit more stickier.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like level 4s have gone to that point where it's easy to remove 4s, right? So I do understand that. Yes, you can probably remove them beforehand, but I do think some of the effects on these Blast Evos can really be game changing. Like, do you take that chance? Does he not have the Blast Evo? Right? Or do you bait the Blast Evo because it's not an ideal stack and then just kill it for free? It's like those kind of situations. It's like, I feel like there's going to be a lot more thinking now coming into the game. And OTK decks are going to have to really think about what do I go for it now? They have something here. I can't remove it. Do they have something to stop me? Like, what do I do in these situations, right?
I don't think
So at least there's more to think. No, you don't think so?
I don't think so. I don't think it's so much that. Some of the effects are pretty powerful. So, like, for example, think about this, right? The Zudomon Ace is, I think, hands down the best disruptive card that's...
Oh, yeah. I think so. I think so as well.
But if you're playing as a blue deck and you know you're at risk of eating a Zudomon Ace, I think most players would just not take the risk, right? They'll just either not attack or they'll out it. Because in their mind, they're thinking, alright, if I attack it, you get a free Zudomon Ace. If I don't attack it, I'm going to force you to pay 3 to digivolve, and then I'm going to take a free 3 memory when I kill your guy.
Okay, that's true.
But doesn't that also in turn affect the flow of the game? If you're worried about the Zudomon drop, aren't you now, by not attacking, giving your opponent more time to set up their board state? So although it might not be a game devastating change on the mental platform of the game, it's still it does change things up considerably because it now adds to another layer of prediction.
No, I agree with you, right? There's still even playing around the ace, like you said, well, now they don't get to attack, right? I agree. There's something they still have to give up in that situation. The issue is the effectiveness of it is not as appealing anymore because now you gotta think, anyone who plays an ace, if someone plays around it, cool, you buy yourself one turn effectively. However, the issue is that one turn worth the fact that you have either a dead card in your hand or the fact that you're playing a card that effectively costs 6 to digivolve?
I think with the way the speed of the game is now, one turn can matter. One turn can definitely matter in this game right now.
Depending on deck, yes, I agree.
Yeah. No, just in general, the speed of the game now. You give your opponent one extra turn, and you can lose the game. Like, almost immediately. Which is kind of crazy, because before, in the older formats, it's like, okay, I won't take this risk now. What's the punish? The punish is like, oh, I'm going to put in a bad spot. Now it's like, okay, the punish is I just lose. Right? Mm-hmm. So, like, yes, you are right. It might be a dead card, but, like, if I have the out, and I basically baited you into not doing anything because you thought I had the Zudomon or something, now you're kind of fucked, right? There's so much mental warfare going on now when you have this. Or, like, yes, you just full on just remove it. You know what? I'm going to play a slinger. I'll just kill your guy. Fuck you. And that's also more memory to give to someone now. It's like, okay, did they have it or not? We don't know. But now it's like, well, I took the chance that they had it and I removed it. Now let's see what they can do with the memory. That's right. It's essentially a new, like a one whole turn that they can do something else on. That maybe they just mind gamed you. They pushed the forward out, played a tamer, and said, "Yo, man, go for it, bro."
That's fair. An interesting thing that Vo did say that I actually agree with a bit more is the fact that Ace Digimon gives people that brick a new out. Because before Ace Digimon, they'd have to drop, like, pay 7, right? And just hope they don't get fucked. But now it's like,
alright, they're like cheap, right? They're like 4 cost or 5 cost?
Yeah, it's like, I drop 4 to 6, depending on if it's level 5 or level 6. It's like, cool, out it. If you out it, then I'm in the same position as if I played a level 5 or 6 at full cost. If you don't out it, then value.
I do think the old aces, like the Wargrave and the Metal Gar, I think they weren't that strong. And that's the reason why we didn't really see many people using ace cards recently, even though they came out a while already, I think the fives make a difference because it's
Yes.
a much earlier time to blast, and also you're not losing your ult like the boss monster of your deck. Like I think one game someone blast evoed into a War Grey, like the Ace War Grey, and I looked at it, I'm like, this is a shitty six.
Yeah.
I'm okay with you having this. And then they couldn't do anything because now it's like, okay, I have this War Grey. It's not a very good six, and it's going to take me 3 turns to kill you now, rather than the old one, which would take me 2 turns to kill you. And as I said, 1 turn mattered. I won the game because of that. I won the game because they had an unideal stack because all they wanted to do is block one of my attacks, and it took that 1 extra turn to win the game. So yeah, now I think just the fact that level fives are the new Blast Ace coming out can mean a lot. Also, you can't really like swing with just random rookies now. It's like I played a rookie, I'm just gonna swing, get rid of it. It's like nope, fuck you. And
Oh,
then they're like, oh,
retaliation. True retaliation rookies or level 4s don't work because of this shit.
I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, before people just swing willy nilly, it's like, oh yeah, fuck it. I'll swing this 3, just take a security and put you in OTK range. It's like, no, you're gonna take a security, but I'm also gonna fucking demolish you now because I'm 1 level ahead for free. So you can't just swing random shitters. You know what I mean?
I guess so.
I feel like it's gonna be so much more thinking, which is why I'm probably gonna play like shit BT14 because I'm an idiot. So I'll be like, shit, I forgot you can do that. I guess I lose.
I just hope security control comes back.
Yeah,
I don't
just
think it ever really left.
I think it has.
Don't you, TJ? Don't you think that Andrew and Mill would be the best deck? He just watches as his opponent throws cards in the trash.
As far as I'm aware, Andrew's already playing Apocalypse Mon. He just doesn't know it yet.
Oh, for sure. This guy's definitely playing Apocalypse Mon.
Like, I can't see Andrew as a Millith player, but I can totally see him as a Pocky man.
Yeah, I love Pocky. Those little chocolate sticks.
Are you gonna play the Belv package where you go sleep mode and rage mode, so you have extra mills and also hyper protection?
No, I'm gonna go with the EX4 Magnadramons and the BT13 Craniumons.
EX4 Magnadramons.
Yeah.
Oh, for the protection shit.
Oh, you're just an asshole.
-1 secure on the entire board.
You're just a dickhead.
Metallic Dramon. Sorry, man, you're not the dueling this turn.
Wow, you're a piece of shit.
That was actually, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of on that boat too for playing purple base, but then having your megas just keep a Pocky on the board longer and longer.
You guys are both pieces of shit.
Well, it also does the Chaos Dramon package, so I'm kind of like, I can't
That's
exactly
true.
say no.
That's
There's
true.
a lot of megas. I'm also really happy that Megazoo keeps coming back in different ways.
Oh god, I hate the Mega Zoo because I could never out the Mega. Always like, fuck.
Ooh,
Like,
that's
I have
something
10
think
memory,
about.
but I don't have the out.
Something I was thinking about is BT14, since it seems like the rookies are so important for like a lot of the new decks. So like for example, the new Patamon or the new Agumon and shit, right? I think they're gonna be super expensive since they're super rares.
Well, they're gonna be, dude. The new super rare rookies are gonna be pretty fucking expensive because most decks are gonna have to run 4 of them, and it's like multiple decks are gonna need to run 4. Like these rookies are actually pretty good to be splashed into some other decks as well,
Yeah.
which is gonna make the altars for those pretty fucking high value.
Forget just the alt arts, even the regular arts are gonna be high value for the first, I think, 2 weeks.
I think so as well. I think you're right about that.
Because like they're
But-
super, so you get one of them per box.
Yeah, at most you get 1 per box.
Yeah.
Or 0. Yeah, that's gonna be fucking buckles.
Yeah, price is gonna be really fucked up and big. Cause like think about the new Agumon. There's no way, like with the Greymon card game, there's no way it's gonna be cheap.
Oh yeah, great. That Agumon makes Greymon card game, Greymon card game with a capital G
Yeah.
and like TM. Like, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of Greymon players that are gonna be like, yo man, buying 4, we'll buy from different sellers. Paying
Or-
TCG converted.
On the other side, I think the Metal Greymon Ace is gonna be low value.
You think about, oh no, that has 2 altars, right?
Yeah, no, it has only, well, right now one. It's gonna have a reprint, I guess, or a box topper.
Yeah, I don't know. BT14 is gonna be a very big change into the game. We'll see how we like it.
I just don't know how much on player when Digimon Delete 1 Digimon 6K will be, how effective it will be in BT14 meta.
What do you mean? It'll be great. All level 4s are 6k.
I guess, but like when using your hand trap to get out for free, how useful it will.
I think it'd be useful. I think 6k is a great threshold. it hits the really low DP level 5s, and it basically hits every level 4 in the game.
No, I get it, but the issue is, in order for me to use it, it seems more likely that I have to either play it or like I have to pay the memory, right? I can't cheat out for free. That's what I'm trying to say.
I see, but there's the possibility you could cheat out for free, right? That's the trade-off. If the effect is okay, but if you get it for free, the effect is amazing. That's the big trade-off I find. But as I said, Blast Aces, we'll see how they feel. It's going to take a lot of testing to see whether or not they're actually going to be fucking broken, or maybe I'm talking out my ass and it's going to be no mind game. It's like, oh, cool, level 4, it's dead. Naturally digivolve into my stack, kill it, and now you're fucked.
Oh wait, do you think the new Palmon's going to be expensive or no?
TJ would know. I don't really know yellow decks.
It's green. It's green.
What?
Green. Palmon.
Palmon. Palmon. Yes, I think that Palmon, if I remember correctly, it's kind of broken, eh?
Yeah, start of main, when you pick an opponent's Digimon, until end of the turn, if they suspend, until your opponent's turn, if they suspend, lose 2 memory.
Yeah, that's kind of poo-poo pee-pee butter. But, like, yeah, just super poo-poo pee-pee. Yeah, I don't know. This is going to be interesting, man. I'm excited for it. And also, this format's been hella long. So that's why I kind of just more and more looking forward to that day.
Like, hundreds of the command bonds will be.
Yeah, they got the waifu tax, right?
True, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. I don't know how, like, are we talking alt art or reg art?
Either or, because they're super rares.
Honestly.
You, TJ.
It won't be too bad. I don't think, but we'll see how that goes. The thing is, it's a D Brigade / Digipolice card, and both Digipolice decks are not, like, they don't pass tier 1.5.
I think 1.5 is good, though.
Well, yeah, 1.5 is good, but when you're looking at the spectrum of, like, decks you will consistently see, D Brigade has a serious, like, death sentence against Crimson Blaze, and Monzemon is just, it's not going to see play outside of, like, maybe rogue deck / casual.
That's what we said about all fours.
Well, to be fair, Kiki's cracked.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. So, I forgot Kiki's cracked.
That man can take, like, warm butter and turn it into, like, a delicacy. That sounds weird.
Isn't that good? Warm butter is kind of what you need.
For baking.
Oh shit, I forget. Yo, I didn't realize this. With Tommy at 4, Joe Keto might revive Blue Hybrid.
Who's Joe Keto?
BT13, the Tamer. 3 cost on play, trash 1 source from one of your opponent's Digimon. Your turn. When a card is trash from one of your opponent's Digimon, by suspending gain a memory.
Gain a memory.
So it's a 2 cost Tommy?
Yeah.
A 3 cost.
No, but you gain a memory.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a 2 cost
in that regard. Yeah, you're right,
no,
yeah.
But it makes all your Kumamons only 1 cost if you don't have a Bokomon on board.
Huh. That's not bad. I don't know blue decks. I just, whenever I play a blue deck, I just say, hey, what's that do? They'll tell me. I'll be like, cool. And then they'll do something. I'll be like, I believe you.
All I know is not looking forward to it. It's going to be BT7 all over again.
Lots of source tripping. That's why you just mill them out.
Must be nice.
It's so simple. It's so simple. Just mill them.
God damn.
You don't have to worry about tamers and security. You're never going to hit them. Anything in security is just locked forever.
Oh, also, dude, this might actually, I think Blue Hybrid might come back in BT14. Yo, look at this. 3 cost option, Marching Fishes. Choose one of your Digimon and 3 of your opponent's Digimon with equal or fewer Digivolution sources. Then the chosen Digimon can attack or block at the end of your opponent's turn.
You.
I mean, they can still out it as long as it Digivolve into something with more sources.
You sound happy, man. You sound like you're ready for this.
I feel like we know what Andrew's going to play. My God.
I don't know. Like, people tell me that Blue Hybrid can't be a thing because the Digimon that you push out raise now do so much damage that you cannot stabilize afterwards with Blue Hybrid.
On a secondary note, though, I do have to go to sleep.
It's true, we all do. You know,
yes. Yeah. We can listen to it back and we'll see. But
a lot of edits need to be made.
Yes.
There's always no edits to be made.
Oh my God.
It's a good one to come back to.
No one's fault in particular. No fault necessary.
No.
Now hopefully we'll actually have something to work with here.
Yeah, maybe if Andrew stops shitting the bed, we'll be fine.
You know what? Let me just stop recording right now. Just check.